We've been a lot involved in horses over the years, and I was going around the shows with my family, and Chris was, he was a show jumper, so he was going to shows too. So I knew of Chris at that stage.
I was famous.
But I suppose the defining part when we actually met was when you started to do trips down to the coast and you would call in and visit.
That's right. I was going down to visit young Katie, who was only 18 months old at the time, living in Batemans Bay. So I used to call in and see Kim's mum and dad, and that's when I asked you out. It was funny, that, wasn't it? Because I asked you out a couple of times and you'd say no. And I let it go for a few months. And I thought, I'll just ring her up one more time. One last chance.
I didn't
and
know.
I'll ring her up. And she said yes. And she was so lucky, I'll tell you what. So we had a lovely night the first night we went out. We went out to dinner, didn't we?
We did. You took
and
me
the
to
pictures.
A French restaurant.
Yeah.
And
she loves the way I laugh.
Yeah, we went.
Pictures.
We went and saw a movie. It was a romantic comedy, which he must have let me choose, because knowing him now, he would never ever choose a romantic comedy to go and see. So he must have let me choose. And so I was only 23 or so. And
She was out of school uniform by then.
And I just remember I was sitting there, and of course something funny happened, and Chris just laughed like that, and all his family knows exactly how that feels, and obviously would be used to it, but I was not used to it, and I was, oh my goodness.
The funniest thing about that night was when I dropped you off home, and
There's no way he was going to get a kiss.
She wouldn't give me a kiss. I went over and give her a kiss, and she got out of the car that quick.
Yeah.
So there you go.
If we go back a little bit, I had a little girl of mine, and Chris has a little girl of his own, so Katie, and I had Sarah. And so we were sort of blending the families straight away at that stage. So in particular, I think we were actually at the Dalmeny house, and the girls were in the bath together, and we sort of looked at each other and said, gosh, we make beautiful children, don't we?
And I said, let's go halves in a baby.
Let's go halves in a baby.
So there you go. It was simple as that, wasn't it? It just seemed like the natural thing to do.
So that was a very significant moment.
So then we had, then we had the three girls. Well, we were having a picnic in the park with all the girls, weren't we?
Yes.
So we had the three girls in just having a picnic, a beautiful day in Cooma, and we had the ring. You didn't know anything about that, did you?
I had no idea.
No. So I just can't remember what words I used now. Something along the lines of, do you want to get married?
Will you marry me? No, I think you actually did. I think you did the whole thing, yes. I'm pretty sure he did the whole thing, that one.
Yes. And we had our three little girls with us, and it was just perfect, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a beautiful sunny day in Cooma. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was nice.
Our wedding was really beautiful.
Our wedding was the best wedding, wasn't it? I had my keyboards and the girls and our guests down on the lake, on the bank of the lake. Beautiful sunny day, and I played the keyboards and sang a song.
As I came down the bush track.
As Kim walked down. Yeah.
It was quite steep, and you get all cheery now.
So I sang a song for her as she walked down. It was just great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful day, and we just made it a really family thing. It was actually, we made it Christmas Eve so that all the family was naturally going to be around in the area, so to make it as easy as possible for everybody. and then had the wedding, and then of course specifically
Took the suits off, took the dresses off, and board shorts.
Cut the cake in a bikini and sarong and jumped
Barbecue
in the pool.
around the pool, wasn't it fantastic? Oh, it's just great.
That was really lovely.
Yeah. So we had family and a few close friends there, and it was just lovely.
And our 3 children at that time.
Yeah.
So
And you had 3.
they were our little flower girls, so it was beautiful.
I think the toughest time we've ever been through is when we had financial pressures with the big business down the coast. I mean, we had a multi-million-dollar business with nearly 80 employees that was going down the tubes, and that put pressures on a relationship. But we coped all right, didn't we?
It does, because we were very busy as well. So when you've got three children and different businesses in different towns, and there was lots of travelling, so and then we would just get back together and collapse together at the end of the day, I suppose. And actually, I used to remember saying to Rachel, we used to have our best debriefs of the day, because we'd always, a little bit personal, but have a shower together at night time, and that would just be our wind down, catch up.
It's funny that
Our time.
we always have a shower together. Have had for how many years? Nearly 20 years now. We have saved so much water, haven't we? With Kim?
Very cheekily, most romantic thing he's ever done.
Oh, come on, can't be that hard.
Flowers and going on the holiday surprises that we have been on. He's really been...
Like taking you to New Zealand for the weekend,
Exactly.
taking you to Cairns for the
That's what I was
weekend.
just getting to. So surprising me with those things when we have been working really hard, and then he'll just ring up and say, mark this in your diary because we're off for the weekend. So that's always really good.
Yeah. When you've been together
it's a hard
so long,
question.
you sort of,
It's a hard question.
yeah. I mean, because we work together all the time and play together, everything we do together, we play in the pipe band together. We go boating together, we go scuba diving together, we go skiing together, we used to horse ride together. We don't, there's very few things, we go golfing together. I mow the lawn by myself.
I monitor the credit card, so if he is going to buy me something, I sort of know when something's coming through as well. So takes a bit of the surprise off it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
really?
Well, yeah, she makes me hot chocolate every night. That's romantic, and I go to bed every night with a little back tickle. Oh, it's just,
You do too.
yeah, yeah, you
So
give me
lucky. Yes.
that. Well, we very, very rarely have a crossword with each other, don't we? We don't get cross. I mean, I don't get cross. You get cross?
I don't get cross.
No. We never, well, I don't think we've ever yelled at each other.
We've never had. We don't have Barneys. No, we don't.
We just don't have fights. It's just as simple as that.
Nothing is worth fighting over more than being
yeah.
together. So
Everything in life, sometimes you've got to compromise, and we do that. And, you know, we still work together. We play together. And
have a cup of hot chocolate together at night
It's
time.
just brilliant, isn't it?
We sound like we're old. Yeah.
You've just got to
It's a big
get
world, though.
involved with groups of like-minded people. Well, that's what we did. Didn't we? That's how we got together. We both had a passion for horses and show jumping, and that's how we got together. Yeah, I think that's probably...
Yeah. Well, and then looking for somebody who's not only good looking, but somebody who's going to be funny and really care for you throughout the years, I suppose, and who's sensible and
I'm all of those.
and who likes to do things. It depends on what sort of person you are, I suppose, but you know, if you are the sort of person who likes to keep active and do lots of things on the weekend, then find somebody who's going to be able to do that with you. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got the big family as well, so that's always been good.
Yeah. Well said, Don.